it's very hard, and like congratulations to work with the FFF. And in France, you have like partnership between schools and academic federation. There is many in France, but this one is the number one you see in the world. But in France also, this is a mark of confidence, and it's an opportunity to us in Indonesia, and especially in Jakarta, to work with the FFF, and thanks to Steve and Jeremy, because we work together for this opportunity. There is two parts. One part is the sport aspect, but you have another one that is the value. And FFF, and this part is we are here to develop that part of sport skills, and but we are a school, and for us it's very important to develop social matters. To, as you said, Steve, that we are not here to make that champions. We are here to develop pleasure, love, to work together with different matters. So a very big thanks to Steve, to Jeremy, because for the school, the idea come from you. So thanks.
For some reliable partners in some sports activities, and then we end up with the first sport, the common sport in France, the first provider of talents, which is football. And then I get in touch with Steve, that has some views, very concrete views on the Indonesian market. And I would like to thank Steve, because his approach has been very, very smart. When he's saying that it's not about money, it's about sport, it's about kids, it's about development. It's not only a storytelling, it's true. Because in school, we are not a private institution. We don't have a budget to allocate to pay a franchise for a specific academy. So we discuss, we find a win-win agreement, relationship, based on trust, friendship, and kids' development. So I would like to thank Steve, thanks Brian, thanks all the partners that are actually joining for this project. The PSSI, the embassy, Nicolas, and also Sébastien. We wish you all the best. And here at school, we will try to do our best to support you. And we will think about some programs for your kids to be able also to integrate our schools in the future. So at the moment, we will start with the extrascolar activities. So we have 8 hours provided, I would say free of charge, from the FFF, as a partnership, right? Once again, it's a story for kids, for development. So thank you very much. And we're looking forward your development, and if we can be any help, if we can do anything, we will be there. Thank you very much.
French Embassy and at the French Institute to see this project flourish, and we would like to support it in every way that we can. The creation of the French Football Academy in Jakarta is a very important event. It is one of those perfect projects because it encompasses everything that we want to achieve here at the French Embassy in the field of cooperation. It highlights our cultural assets, it drives a strong set of values, and it carries out what France knows how to do best. So I've done a little bit of research, and I've learned that France is an absolute champion in developing soccer talents. So you said it already, Steve, but I've put out the data and learned that at the last 2018 FIFA World Cup, out of the 736 players who participated, 52 were born and trained in France, which is a very high number. 2018 was the fourth successive World Cup at which France has supplied more players than any other competing nations. So we counted, and more than a quarter of the players whose team reached the semi-finals had come through French Youth Academy. So it is interesting data because it means that we are very good at training champions. French coaches' know-how and training methods have proven to be largely efficient. And what do we do with that? Well, we export it, and this is what we do right here. We export this expertise, and creating the French Football Academy in Indonesia is the perfect way to do it. So thank you very much for this initiative. So our mission here at the French Embassy is to help foster cultural and artistic relationship between our two countries. And I've come to understand that there is nothing better than soccer, or football, should I say, and more largely sport to achieve these goals. It carries out values that are very important to us to convey, and amongst them, of course, inclusion, respect, teamwork, equality, perseverance, commitment, etc. And the idea here, and you said it perfectly, is to create, it's very important, an inclusive academy that would be as accessible as possible to all, with plenty of grants and scholarship to get in, and we hope that we can develop that together as well. Open to both boys and girls equally, and I salute the place given to young girls in this project. And I hope, Steve, you spoke about an MOU that you developed in Singapore, but maybe you can do the same for women football development. That would be nice.
Let's see with Ira.
Yeah. It also developed thorough teachings, not only in sports techniques, but also in general education. Also with the vocation, you said it, Nicola, but of training generations of local coaches. That's also very important. So this academy will, in the long run, impact an extremely large and diverse community for a very, very long time. So this is kind of a long-term investment and commitment here. So on my cultural attaché standpoint, I also see the launching of this academy as an opportunity to build new connections with local stakeholders and institutions operating in the field of sports. As you know, France will host the 2024 Olympic Games, and as the host country, our mission will be to promote sport and its access to as many people as possible, spread its values, and gather the communities to engage in this international celebration that will take place in Paris. So we will be organizing lots of events here at IFI, but also in other places all throughout Indonesia in our network of cultural centers and in our partners network, doing screenings, tournaments, events, etc., highlighting, of course, our national French team, the French players, coaches, but also local clubs and younger talents. So to conclude briefly, the French Embassy in Indonesia is very much looking forward to see the first batch of promising young talents to join the FFF Academy project. And I know that you have plenty of subscriptions already. You said 300, right? We are also looking forward to the future, many other potential collaborations between the Fédération Française de Football and the PSSI, the Football Association of Indonesia. So bravo, thank you, congratulations.
FFF curriculum, and also the most important for us is to develop players and them to enjoy the game. If you enjoy the game, you have a lot of chance to improve, and most important, stay active, because especially after COVID, it's very important that the kids stay active and play football, or play football example. And we want to teach football by the game, and also give an opportunity to every player to improve. For example, like Steve mentioned, if we have a 10 years old, a very good player, we have no problem for him to play with our under 12 or under 13, to be challenged and be a better player. So it's important to have players, but I want them also to be challenged and improve in terms of football. For the coaches, I'm very happy because we have a coaching staff with 15 coaches, and we have a mix between local coaches, the former professional player, and also 4 female coaches, which is for me very important, because I truly believe that for girls, it's better to be coached by female coaches, because I think female coaches understand the girl better than we can. So it's very important for me. Also, like Steve said about the quality, for the example under 6, we will have one coach for 6 players to really take care of the kids, of the little girl. And for the under 10, under 12, we will have one coach for 10 to 12 players. So we believe that with a small group, it's easier for the kids to learn how to play and for the coach to handle the player. Obviously, for the teenager under 14 to under 18, we will have like 14 to 16 players. But the most important is the quality. So for the coaching staff, we already do organize 2 workshops, like Monday and Wednesday, because I would like them to really know the French curriculum, what we expect on the pitch, and hopefully we can be fully ready for the next session Saturday. And my last one is I would like to thank everybody here for your support, and I look forward for the first session this Saturday. Thank you very much. Terima kasih.
Yeah, and then actually the conversation between PSSI and also the French Football Federation was even way back then. And then we are very, very proud to have this opportunity, to have your trust, to finally have this French Football Academy in Jakarta. This has opened a new door, a new opportunity for us, and this definitely in line with our grassroots program. Indonesia, 270 million people, as you know, and 77% of us are football fanatics. I think the only sport in Indonesia is only football. So, but finding that good players have been a very difficult task. It's like finding a needle in a haystack. So I think with this French Football Academy, this will definitely support the federation, support PSSI in finding those quality players. And then on top of that, we also would like to have a transfer of knowledge for the coaches, because we would like to know the methodology that has been implemented. How could you be in, the top players, the top coaches, 500 coaches all over the world, and we also would like to learn from that. And then actually we had the chance to speak to Madame Gias, Laura, yesterday. We had a very good conversation with her, and then this will be a very good platform as well for the development of girls, the women players. So we would like to have a more concrete way. An action plan is going to be implemented, and hopefully an MOU is going to be signed anytime soon. And this definitely will open a lot of doors. And as we speak, we also have a courtesy visit from FIFA. FIFA is very much supporting in all of this collaboration, especially between FFF and also PSSI. And after all, by the end of the day, football is the one who unites us all. So thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Terima kasih sudah menonton. Silakan subscribe, like, dan jangan lupa komen di bawah ya Bola Spotter.